coaches, number 4, Alfred Payton. Number 12, forward 6'9" from Tennessee, Tobias Harris. Number 9, center from USC, Nick Vucevic. Jacques Vaughn is the head coach for your home team.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. The Mavericks are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. On paper, you'd give them the edge, but of course they're not taking anything for granted. They'll look to come out strong and prove they're the better team.
And guys, you know, no matter what happens today, I bet they'll be happy to have this game behind them because it's the third.
Let's go, you're up. My time.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Felton kicks to Harris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one. Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 13. They've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
Insanity, he's checked in for the Magic. Both shots good from the stripe.
Then you look at the legacy of success for the Mavs. You have to go back to 2000 to find the last time they had a losing season. Even in 2013, what they term a disappointing year, they went 500 in the cutthroat Western Conference. Pretty impressive.
Inside and stolen by Parsons. Harris outside. Felton sets a screen for Harris. Jefferson. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Jefferson's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Here's Harkless. The 3. Got it to go with no time left on the clock.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude, folks.
I should say.
The awareness, the release, everything was just perfect.
Close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Chandler Parsons. Jefferson is out there with Aminu. Then it's Devin Harris. Then it's Felton in at the shooting guard position. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Heat.
Yeah, that was just a shocking result. Nobody saw it coming. You know, the lose to that team would have been surprise enough, but to get blown out like that, wow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they were just sleepwalking their way through the entire game. I mean, they were like zombies out there. That's inexcusable in my world.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, it's been a great pairing in Dallas between Monte Ellis and Dirk Nowitzki. As Dirk said, he's been amazing for us. He's so athletic, so fast. I knew he could score with the best of them, but the thing that surprised me is his playmaking off the pick-and-roll game. He makes my game a lot easier. Kevin, they make a great tandem.
Yeah, working together, they're a nightmare to defend, Doris. Thank you. Jefferson passing to Felton. Harris, right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Parsons. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Parsons got 8 points.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
Well, great sign, because after that poor first quarter, now they're playing better offensively, and they have the lead.
The shot is good from Insanity.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And the basket by Harris.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
And stolen by Parsons. It's Jefferson with the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 5th in blocks, 9th in steals. And for opponent scoring numbers, not so strong. Only in the top 20 in the league in that category. They leave a lot to be desired at the defensive end.
This is a team, Clark, and you talked about the shot blocking. This is a team that really has become a defensive-minded group. They rotate well. They cover up for one another. And when somebody does get to the rim, it seems like they've got a lot of guys coming over from the weak side to protect the rim.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brooks checked in. No good from Insanity. Dallas leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Now, here's Fry. Covered by Parsons. Off the screen. Here's Harris. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got 15.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Felton dishes to Brooks. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. We're the bars in the action. Let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. 5th, the Mavericks.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be scoring well at the same time. This club is really putting up big numbers.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Fry. Nicholson comes in for Harris. And Fournier subbed in for Luke Ridnour. And Dallas with a change here, too. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Chandler Parsons.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Outside, Felton. Right side, Jefferson. Now here's Brooks. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And counted, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
And Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Ellis is checked in for Dallas. For Orlando, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And that one misses. Mavericks leading by 3.
Coach Rick Carlisle is really a competitive guy. He's hardworking and brings a razor-sharp intensity to the job. A former NBA player himself, but he's not what you would call a player's coach. At least he doesn't fit that description as we've become accustomed to hearing it applied. He's not buddy-buddy with this guy. He is clearly all business.
And Vucevic kicks to Nicholson. The Mavericks pull it in. Chandler's got his 5th rebound in this one. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been this simple.
Need more than that, son.
Doing what I can, Coach.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's Dallas ending the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep...
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. We're being unselfish with the ball, and it's working. All the scoring opportunities have been coming because of the passing on that end of the floor, and I want to see that continue. There was nice rhythm to our transition game. We got some important points on the break. I think we keep the tempo brisk in the second half. And in terms of pace, I'd like to see us calm it down once the third gets started. We shouldn't be in any kind of rush. If we go out there and show the killer instinct I know we have, this is not a team that can stay with us. Let's up that intensity.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Payton is out there with Ben Gordon, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. This is out there for Orlando.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here at both teams.
Locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
Here's Insanity, right now averaging 5 points a game. Passes it to Nicholson. Over to the left wing. Left side, Harris. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play.
First, he took that one right in the chest.
Here's Nelson. 7 points in the game. Feeds to Chandler. Back to Nelson. Ellis outside. Chandler the pass to Nelson. 6 to shoot. Here's Ellis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Here's Insanity, guarded by Nelson. Ball's knocked loose. Now, here's Aminu, guarded by Harris. Here's Nelson, pass to Ellis. Ellis draws the double. Here's Chandler, that's blocked. Gordon with it. 8 points for him. It counts, and the foul. That's on Monte Ellis. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
For Orlando, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Now collectively, this is a 73% free throw shooting team.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Nelson. The Magic have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
Jameer Nelson, a stocky 6-foot guard, now in his 11th season out of St. Joe's. College Player of the Year in his senior season. You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Chandler with a screen for Parsons. Here's Aminu. That 3 off the mark.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Insanity. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Gordon with a screen on Nelson. Here's Insanity. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. No good. Great defense that time from Ellis. And Clark Nelson on the shorter side for a point guard, but very solidly built.
Compactly so. Really good competitor. Smart, tough point guard. His size is a disadvantage defensively, but has been a good jump shooter and floor general throughout his career.
Mavericks trail by 6. Ellis goes in.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
The pass to Insanity. The feed to Nicholson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, a moment now to see the story on Tyson Chandler. How last month turned out for him. 3rd in field goal percentage. And he's also blocked enough shots to put him in the top 15 in that important defensive category.
And Steve, you mentioned his sky-high field goal percentage ranking. I mean, he's got both the technique and the patience and discipline that all really great shooters have to be efficient and productive.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Channing Fries checked in for Vucevic. Harkless comes in for Tobias Harris. And Luke Rittenauer subbed in for Ben Gordon. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. It's going to be Brooks shooting. Luke Rittenauer picks one up.
Brooks has been putting up the numbers. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Harris against Rittenauer. Floats one. Chandler with the block. They get it back. And it's Harris off the drive. Down low. Felton dishes to Chandler. Brooks kicks to Chandler. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's called on Channing Frye.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the...
Put it behind you now. Get ready to go.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
And Orlando making a change here. Here's Felton on the floor for Dallas. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Chandler. Then there's Felton. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Harris in at the point guard position. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, what can you point to?
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Lamb, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. On the court for Orlando, Harkless is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Willie Green. Then there's Luke Ridnour. And it's Fry in at the 5.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to it.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Dallas.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
The Thunder have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Well, with a team percentage of 81% from the line on the season, this is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Feeds it to Fry. Here's Fournier, defended by Durant. Here's Insanity. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 4. And don't go away. And now and when you consider how the Thunder are doing, Steve, Clark, what do you think?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Insanity, he's in at point guard. Fournier out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Ridnour in at the shooting guard position. Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi, Clark, ever drafted in the first round.
And, Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
Here's Insanity. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Adams. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the offensive rebounding has been really impressive so far as well. So I really like this team's effort tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title. But they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And, Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
The Magic trail by 9. Ridnour kicks to Harkless. Missed inside.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
It's Jackson with the drive. Right side Jackson. Dishes it to Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness.
Here's Insanity. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Durant kicks to Jackson. Back to Durant. The dish to Adams. Here's Lamb. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
For the Thunder, Kendrick Perkins. He's checked in for Adams. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Frye. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Evan Fournier.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Memphis.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Westbrook up top. He had 28 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. I mean, he saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates.
Here's Insanity. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. The Thunder in 4th.
Yeah, this team's success has always been tied to their rebounding. Just a physically dominant club.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. That free throw missing. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Orlando also making some changes. Nicholson comes in for Harkless, and Ben Gordon is subbed in for Luke Ridnour. So here's Westbrook, averaging 24 points per contest. Inside to Perkins. It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass to Insanity. The second chance effort. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Vucevic.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Westbrook drives in. Blocked. Here's Nicholson. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
And don't forget about the incredible rebounding night for him, too. I mean, just devouring the glass all game long. And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Here's Ibaka. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Well, anytime you can make more than half your shots, Clark, you take that any day of the week.
The shot's good from Insanity.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Durant, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Insanity, the pass to Harris. The 3. And it's Gordon missing.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Durant with it. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And a phenomenal showing on the boards. His rebounding was a huge factor.
Just 5 to shoot. Morrow kicks to Ibaka. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Magic have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. And the free throw, no good.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, and that's really important. You've got to continue to attack.
For 3, Gordon, that drops. Gordon's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and
Make your free throws.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Thunder lead by 2.
Scott, I heard you tell...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I'm not going to single out any one guy because we've gotten contributions from all over the place. I can't say enough about the work you fellas did coming off the bench especially. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. I think it's time for a healthy dose of pick and roll. That's a bread and butter play for us when we get it going, and we are going to get it going. We've been treading water for too long in this game,